ladies that had children, and my heart broke.
My name's Aja, and I'm going on day 7 of having no power, and one of
ran into some ladies that had children, and my heart broke.
Hey, the Lord don't, hey, the Lord don't care about them. I ain't lying. Here, let me grab a scripture. And Salakia, it had I had dropped it. It had dropped. But let me grab a scripture. Real quick. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 6. It says, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children. Here, it's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 6. Verse 5, it says, and to the others he said in my hearing. Here, I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. All right, and Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. And that Jerusalem is the children of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. It says, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right. And who do you see sighing and crying? Who do you see sighing and crying? You see us sighing and crying, man. Pointing out all of the wickedness that's done here in America, man. Okay? How you can't even fucking drink water. All right? Every fucking day they recalling some shit. Right? How your clothes got so many different fabrics on you, your whole fucking vibration thrown off. Right? The liberty that they give to the people here. All right? Who do you see crying about these things? You see the hopeful elect crying about these things, man. All right? It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right? And that mark is a different mark from the Revelations. All right? This mark is Thawa. All right? Which is a exemption from judgment. All right? We don't want to be judged with the world, man. It says, and to the others, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city, okay, through Jerusalem, through wherever you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans dwell at. All right. And smite, let not, meaning to fatally strike, to put you to death, to send you home. Right? It says, and smite, and let not your eyes spare. These are the angels that the Lord is speaking to. Okay? All right? And what they're going to do is they're going to turn things up. All right? The wild beast. All right? It's going to be more hangings. Right? This is a part of the devil coming down with great wrath. All right? It says, and to the other he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Right? So they're not going to spare. Right? You know what a spare is? You know when you drive and you get a flat, you know, you got everything else, but you ain't got that spare. Right? You need that spare. It says, let not your eyes spare, right? So the Lord is not going to have any pity, right? These spirits created for vengeance, okay? They're not going to have any mercy. Neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, all right? There's going to be a lot more women that are going to be put to death. Okay. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and began at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. All right.
It's Aja, and I'm going on day 7 of having no power in one of Indiana's worst blackouts and one of the highest crime cities in Indiana.
NIPSCO, the company that services 100.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? What I just thought of when I seen her. You know what? I'm gonna just grab it. Cause let me see. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet, right? Haughty goes into being proud, right? They supposed to be quiet, covered up, right? They out here, they running circles around niggas. They going over the nigga. Some of them trying to be the nigga, right? They all selling box for the LO. Okay. It says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks, right? Head all up in the air, proud as fuck. Right? Yo, let's back up.
Getting warmer.
They do not have money, and some of the cards aren't even working. I ran into some ladies that had children, and my heart broke.
My name's Aja, and I'm going on day 7 of having no power in one of Indiana's worst blackouts and one of the...
Dude, man. Dude.
highest crime cities in Indiana.
NIPSCO, the company that services 100% of customers in Gary, announcing that it may be until next Tuesday until many people get power back.
We're on day 9 of no power in Gary, Indiana.
My neighbor across the street, my teacher down two streets down, we have no air in here.
Schools are closed. Families are throwing away spoiled food. People are driving to Illinois just to find ice for insulin.
I am from Gary, Indiana. I was born there, raised there until I was about 8 years old. My family is from there and people still live there. And
here, real quick, I'm going to let it go. This is Isaiah 55 and 6. It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. All right. Not to, oh, you know what? I want to grab a different scripture. I'm thinking of something else. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, right? For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, right? That's what happens when you put things off. You get caught unexpectedly, right? It says, for suddenly, when you're not aware, when you wasn't expecting it, when you wasn't prepared for it. It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. All right. Security means what? Somewhere where you felt safe. You felt safe with your homes and your cars. Right. Jake be feeling, oh, I'm cool, right? With your money. Right? The Lord is coming to bring the pride of this world low, man. All right? It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, man. All right? Hey, shalom.